Hey there, it's Brittany Chavers, and I am back with Dress It Up buttons and Jesse James beads, and we're going to make a really fun, fast, double strand bracelet, tea party bracelet. We're going to be using these Alice in Wonderland buttons. I'm just going to use the teapot today and some designs by me bead mix from Jesse James Beads. This one is grape juice. Isn't that fun? And this cute little clasp from Jesse James Beads as well. It just looked kind of whimsical, and I thought it matched the theme of the Alice in Wonderland beads. Pour out my beads, and I'm going to add in these little porcelain beads that are also from Jesse James Beads. I think they look like a little tea party. And I am going to string 2 strands of beads in the length that I need for a bracelet using this 19 strand bead stringing wire from Bead. I'm just gonna kind of go random with this one because all of these beads are so they coordinate really well. And look at these polymer clay beads. They look great with the theme of Alice in Wonderland. So I'm gonna start with a small bead at the end and then just go from there, making sure to put a silver spacer in from time to time. And I am going to put a bicone here, slide in my teapot as if it is a bead, and then put a bicone on the other side. Then I am going to go ahead and string those beads in the same order that I did starting off on the bracelet. Okay, now I have the first part of my bracelet strung. I am just going to set that to the side. And then I am going to string on some more beads. So this one, let's start again. I think with this one, I'm going to start with the small purple bead. And then go right into our porcelain. And then I'm just going to string from there. And then in the middle here, I'm going to take this frame bead, put my wire through, put in a porcelain bead, and then come out the other side. And then start it all over again. All right, now we have 2 similar lengths of beads, and one's a little bit longer than the other, but that's okay. That's actually going to work out in our favor. And then we're going to clasp the we're going to crimp the clasp on some crimp beads, and I have some jump rings, and I am going to attach the jump rings to the clasp pieces. Close that up, making sure it's flush. Take one end of a bracelet, and I am going to take a crimp bead, string on my jump ring, come back through my crimp bead, and then we'll make sure that these wires are not crossed. And then we will crimp by putting that in the largest valley there and squish. Turn it 90 degrees, move it up in the pliers, and squish again. Here we go. I will move all my beads down. And I'll do the exact same thing on the other side with another crimp bead and my clasp. Coming back through and down through a couple beads. Now I'm going to pull this tight, but not too tight that my bracelet will be in a straight line. Go ahead. Make sure there aren't any gaps in my line. Squish. Ooh, that was a crimp that was broken. So I'm going to try and crack that off instead of cutting and restringing. So I'm going to take my nippers and cut straight down on that crimp. Watch, wear some eye protection if you can. That one went into my hair. Pull that out and restring with a new crimp bead. That's why I don't cut my wires until all the way at the end. And I like to tuck some into some of the beads in case something like that happens, that I can just uncrimp it or take the crimp off and I don't have to restring my entire project because my wire was too short. So come back down through a few beads. There we go. And we'll squish, turn 90 degrees, and squish again. And then we'll trim our wire. And I'm going to do the exact same thing I just did with this strand with the second strand. I'm just going to crimp it right on to this same jump ring. And there we have a really cool mix of a traditional tea party and a Mad Hatter tea party bracelet double strand. This is what the back of the bracelet looks like, and it's super cute. Perfect for just about anything, especially if you love the color purple or you love Alice in Wonderland. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks to Jessie James Beads and Dress It Up Buttons for having me back. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial today, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.